Well, hello, everyone. First up, what reason do we have to be optimistic? Second, we're thankful for our donor support base. Third, help us to respond to a bill on gambling in Alberta. And fourth, our youth conference registration is now open. It's Wednesday, May 14th, and this is Quick Updates. So I know some of you might be feeling a little bit discouraged by recent developments, or maybe you're not optimistic about the future. People often ask me, how do you do this work when so much of society seems to be against you? My response is that for many of our supporters, you only really see what shows up in the news or on social media. You don't see a lot of the small acts of faithfulness that happen behind the scenes. A few recent examples of this were the MPs and provincial MLAs and MPPs who showed up for the various marches for life across the country and publicly displayed their support for the pro-life cause. I also think of the way that the BC MLAs have held their ground on attending a reception we hosted at the legislature in Victoria. I think also of the video that was making its rounds of some of the MLAs in Victoria singing Amazing Grace together in the legislature. I think of the strong level of action and involvement from our grassroots and the leaderboards competition that's wrapping up this week. So much has happened and is happening. And so we can be confident knowing that God is faithful and He's working out His will regardless of the current political circumstances. We're thankful for our donors that support this work. Here's Mike with more on that.
If you are a donor to ARPA Canada, we thank you. We thank you for your continual support that allows us to not only put up flag displays like this, as we've just done coming out of Life Week, but it allows us to engage with governments, whether it be in BC, Alberta, Ontario, Ottawa. We are doing this work together with you, and you're making it possible because of your contributions. So as we get towards the middle part of this year, I just want to, on behalf of ARPA Canada, express our gratitude for your financial support. If you are someone who does not yet support ARPA financially, we ask that you prayerfully consider whether you are able to also assist us in doing this work with your contribution, either a one-time contribution or by joining our monthly donor program. Please visit arpacanada.ca/donate for more information. Again, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Mike. Over to Levi to touch on some gambling legislation in Alberta.
Hey everyone. I've been watching a little bit of playoff hockey the last couple weeks, and maybe if you've been watching as well, you've joined me in noticing the all sorts of online betting ads as part of the game. That's because the Canadian federal government has legalized sports betting through their criminal code, and Ontario is the province has gone the farthest in legalizing and allowing private companies to facilitate online gambling. But Alberta is the latest province that wants to do this. They want to legalize all sorts of private companies to provide single game sports betting and enable more Albertans to try to bet on the outcomes of hockey games and other sporting activities. Now, this is a real problem in our eyes because it's an opportunity, or this is going to lead to more and more Albertans gambling more often. There'll be more problem gambling and more vulnerable people who can't part with precious dollars losing it to online betting. So we really encourage you, if you have a moment, to reach out to your local MLA here in Alberta and encourage them not to legalize private online sports betting.
Thanks so much, Levi. The youth conference registration is open. Here's Marcus.
Are you in high school and passionate about making a difference? This fall, ARPA Canada invites you to our provincial youth conferences, a 2-day event all about equipping and encouraging young Canadians to live out their faith in public life. The theme, Not Ashamed, from Romans 1, verse 16. You'll hear from dynamic speakers, join engaging workshops, and meet other young people who care about our country's future. Register now at arpacanada.ca.
Thanks so much, Marcus. That's it for Quick Updates this week. Thanks to you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.